the Miscreant Hour.
Sometimes you need to know when to put on your pants and leave.
Yeah, just seriously, put your dick away and bounce.
What's up, everybody?
Hello, Miscreant Nation.
Back for another week.
Yes, we are.
This is episode 22.
Yep, it is a lovely Friday night.
Yeah. Actually, I'm not drinking. Isn't that crazy?
What a surprise.
I'm doing an episode without a glass in front of me right now.
What, are you going sober?
I think so. I'm trying.
Wow, what a concept.
I want to kick it for good. You know, I just feel better when I'm not drinking.
Never thought I'd hear that from you.
I know.
Fucking booze bag.
I'm trying to turn over a new leaf here.
Oh, well.
I don't need to be insulted.
Welcome to the club. That's cool. You know,
Okay.
I'm all about turning over new leaves.
Yeah. You know, we can try to stay sober together. We should go to meetings together.
Oh, God.
Talk to people. Open up about our lives.
That sounds brilliant.
Hug afterwards. Drink
so
coffee.
Fun.
You can smoke cigarettes and I'll watch.
Join hands in the Serenity Prayer.
Yeah. I just want to. I want to join my fellow man. I just want to.
You want to jump on that road to sobriety, huh?
Yeah.
Well, it's real fun. So
Let's
that
take
means
it baby steps, little by little. Let's you and I together.
Sobriety from hookers as well, or is that not in the cards?
Well, I can't. You know, it's a little too early to promise anything on that. But
all right, it's a slow process.
Yeah,
I get that. One thing at a
right,
time.
One thing at a time.
That's cool.
All right. But actually, no, we got a treat for you guys here. This
Yes,
week is a
sir.
very special week. We have up-and-coming comedian Andy McDermott in our small piece of shit studio right now. Say hi, Andy.
Hello. That's not the way to announce your studio.
It's so self-debasing, isn't it?
Oh, but it is. It's shitty, isn't it? Shitty. It's fucking shitty.
Shitty for I don't think it's as shitty for a couple guys who make no money doing this.
Yeah,
I don't think you guys have. You don't have an accurate depiction. Can I paint a picture for everybody?
Yeah, please.
Has anybody ever done this before?
No.
And then all right. So, shag orange carpet. Okay. Golden walls. Porcelain statue in the corner of themselves. It's weird, but
And where is this?
where we are right now. Yeah.
Oh, just the.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
describing the room.
That's that's what you're telling them what's actually here.
It's a statue of the two of you.
Yeah,
and
if it was
porcelain.
a nude, we need a lot of marble for your cock. A lot of marble.
Yeah, yours would take a very small amount.
You wouldn't need that much marble.
That's the one we should order first because it's less material.
Yeah.
He got a discount on his.
Yeah.
Yeah. They're running
Yeah.
water through it. You two are just peeing in each other's mouths.
Yeah, Mr. Blue asked for a statue to commemorate the last story we told when he fell out of the shower door with his boner sticking up in the air.
Yeah.
So we're gonna get that done in marble and put that right by the front door.
Just etched in history.
Etched in history.
The
If they had to
statue.
name the statues, it'd be the Thinker and the Stinker, I think.
Yeah, and I'm gonna get one of that girl mutilating my dick with her
Just her
teeth.
teeth marks.
Yeah, I'm gonna nickname it the Raker.
Yeah.
So I can immortalize that woman in all of her dick
In your
raking
face,
glory.
It would be like a
My
surprise,
face-
like
A scowl on my face. Ugh, what a nightmare. You know, I saw her the other day
Did you? Where?
Yeah.
Where'd you see this fine young lady?
at the supermarket again. Apparently, she.
Oh God, you
keeps
just you're on
going.
the same schedule. You're
Yeah.
thinking alike. You should be dating her.
Yeah, right.
Why? Why not?
Because I like my dick being attached to my body.
She can learn to take your dick eventually. I know if she practices hard enough.
I'm not gonna be the
She'll
guinea
do
pig.
it.
She can go practice on some other poor bastard.
Tell her she doesn't need to impress you. Make her feel comfortable.
Yeah, but like we said, she's a turnoff in so many ways that it's not even worth it.
I haven't heard this whole story, but I feel like I know the whole story already.
Yeah,
So I'm not going to ask.
most guys know, like,
But-
has had this happen to them or in some way or another.
I'm assuming
You can
raking
imagine.
was with like her teeth and not a rake, because that you
Yeah,
should
no,
know
it wasn't an
something was
actual.
up.
Yeah, well, she didn't actually bring out a rake during the sex
Right,
session,
no.
which would have been,
It's
Yeah.
her
whoa.
teeth mimicking a rake.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like her teeth. Are
More like a
your
wood.
dick.
What are those things they put wood through to like
A wood chipper.
A wood chipper.
a wood?
right?
More like a wood chipper, honestly.
Oh fuck.
Yeah,
God,
that's what it was closer to.
that doesn't really sound pleasurable. I mean, when you're getting a
Nah.
blowjob, you're just thinking this is one of the most amazing things a guy can have happen to him.
Yeah, you're not supposed to
And
be
then when
scared and
you're when you're
traumatized.
comparing it to a wood chipper, I mean, it's really upsetting.
Wasn't the best I've ever had. That's for sure.
Yeah,
I bet you didn't fall asleep.
Did she fall asleep?
Did you fall asleep? I guarantee you didn't.
I did not.
She kept you awake the whole time.
She kept me awake up until I kicked her the fuck out.
And you were traumatized. This is probably a traumatizing thing to have happen to a guy, right?
Yeah, actually, the last blowjob I got after that,
you were flinching. Must have been.
I was absolutely flinching.
I mean to tell you, my sister really apologizes for that.
I know. Tell her she really fucked up. Dude.
Yeah, it was. That's why my dad kicked her out of the house.
Oh, because she couldn't give a
proper
proper blowy.
Yeah, you could. Yeah, you can't give a good blowjob. How the hell did I raise you? Get the fuck out. Oh man. So Andy, you are a comedian. And
of sorts, yes.
Do you make money doing this?
I don't.
You don't?
Not right now. Not
all right,
currently.
but you're going for it. It's something that you're passionate about.
Yeah, it's something that I've always loved. I used to do it when I was younger, and I just kind of didn't pursue it.
Yeah.
And I missed it a lot, and I got tired of seeing a bunch of people that are just not funny being famous for being funny.
I know the feeling. Yeah.
And it's kind of like self-entitling to be like, fuck that guy, I'm way funnier than him. But
yeah,
But
I know the feelings. Like I've felt that way with music and a lot of different creative aspects where I'm like, you know what, all these people out there fucking suck. Like I know I could do better than that. It's just a matter of like getting out there and doing it.
And especially when you hear something just so shitty, that's like, well, I know for a goddamn fact I can put something out better than that. Yeah. And that's what's kind of I think it's can be motivating.
No, it could definitely be motivating.
Kind of makes you want to, fuck it, let me just keep pushing. Let me do this. Let me actually, because it gets you to actually believe you can do it.
Yeah. It's not only that. It's like you feel like you have a voice that's unique in a way, especially with comedy, because everybody's comedy is different.
Right. Yeah.
Like I'm not up there telling Cedric the Entertainer jokes.
Sure. Yeah. Well, how would you describe your comedy? I listened to some of your stuff that you have on your Facebook, or some of the clips I listened to, and I thought it was really funny, but I couldn't put my finger on exactly like if you were to name it as like a style. You know what I mean? Does it have its own specific? If you were to describe it in some way.
Well, I've been trying some new things, and it's not like I don't think I'm going to stick with the new stuff I've been doing because I was trying to outside my comfort zone, but I mainly do like it's almost like story comedy. Okay. And it's most of it is all based on real life events, unless I'm talking about pedophilia. Then that's not me.
Nothing.
Actually,
you don't know anything
when I
about
first
that.
actually saw him perform live.
Yeah.
And he did at least what it felt like about like 10 minutes straight of pedophilia jokes.
I love pedophilia jokes.
And that's when I knew I liked him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Yeah.
That's his first impression of me, so that's good.
Sweet.
Yeah. So yeah, that was cool. And we saw a number of guys perform that night. Some guy with cue cards.
He had cue cards?
Yeah, and some woman and a guy who used a tampon that he threw on the mic stand. He was actually, it was pretty funny though. I thought everyone was actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
And this is like an unpaid gig for everybody there.
Yeah, they're going.
This is just people doing it to do it.
Yeah, because they love it and they're trying to get somewhere with it.
That's a good place to work things out. Like not every joke is perfect as soon as you write it. You
have to
get
some crowd response and feedback and know what's working, what's not working. Right. That's cool. But yeah, as that kind of comedy you described, and that kind of storytelling has always been kind of my favorite, where artists use like everyday relatable life events and turn them into something funny, because it's something that everybody can relate to, and that's always funny, taking real life things and making them funny. I've always enjoyed listening to that kind of comedy.
There's people that it takes a certain, I'm not trying to toot my own butt horn, but it takes a certain type of person to do that kind of comedy and be good at it. And I'm like, I mean good, like in a sense that you can get at least a few people to laugh. Yeah. And because there's some people that just do it totally wrong. Like if you go on stage and you start talking about that one time Kevin rubbed your back weird, nobody knows who the fuck Kevin is.
Yeah. And it's got to be believable. I like, the thing what I like about comedy that really gets me is if I feel it's honest and real, Yeah. Or relatable to me, but it's gotta, even if it doesn't directly relate to me, at least it's gotta feel honest, right? It's gotta come from a place of honesty. Otherwise, I can't connect with it. I don't think it's real. I think it's just a bit, and I just can't really envelop myself into it. You know,
you can't see the jokes in the person's eyes before they're saying it.
Right.
You have to feel like it's organic.
Yeah.
And if you're reading a script up there, it's not.
Yeah.
Unless you make it evident that you're reading a script. If you bring a piece of paper with you and you read off of that, that actually makes it funny again, because it's like this dude brought a paper and he's, you know, they know that you're reading off of it.
Yeah.
And it just, I don't know. It's a weird way to make people laugh, but it works. You know, it depends on who's doing it. I saw a lot of really bad people at an open mic that I went to.
I can imagine. Yeah, some people are probably a fucking disaster.
Yeah, well, they have these open mics where they say anybody can come out, and you try to avoid those places because anybody comes out.
Yeah. Yeah, literally anybody.
You get like the school teacher that wants to tell you the math joke that everybody at the water cooler thought was hilarious.
Yeah, that's a nightmare.
God.
And then you get like the teenage girl that, you know, farted in gym class and can't wait to tell everybody about it. And
yeah, so you get an array of people at these kinds of shows.
And I would say that's a person with no comedy sense. They lack a sense, a kind of intuition of what's really funny.
Right, so they obviously shouldn't be there. I guess a lot of people, like, they glorify being a comedian. Like, they told one funny joke to their parents back in 1995, and they think that now they can be a fucking comedian, you know, and they fail miserably at it. It's not an easy gig, that's for sure. I think people make it, they think it's like such an, it's like, oh, what's so hard about just standing up in front of a bunch of people and making them laugh?
That's the hardest form of entertainment.
Man, that's a really difficult thing to do.
The worst feeling in the world is writing something that you think is really, really funny, and then you say it, and nobody laughs.
Nobody laughs.
And there's no pickup because you're supposed to be waiting for a laugh.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's like sometimes a bit is supposed to end on a laugh, and if you don't get a laugh, that's your whole set is just gone.
It's got to feel like total shit, right? Just bombing.
I did a Leonard Nimoy joke right after he died.
Ooh.
Probably bad timing.
But I would have laughed because I love bad timing jokes.
Yeah.
And
that's great.
I'll tell it, but it's you guys probably won't laugh because it wasn't that great. But it's Leonard Nimoy died. That is super unfortunate because I was looking forward to seeing him in the new Star Wars movie. He's in Star Trek.
So,
people, you know, certain people would get that, and other people would not.
I thought that was funny. I would have laughed.
Yeah, no, I would have too. But I think for most people, that might have been a little deep.
Yeah,
that might be that's a deep track joke.
Too much of a thinker.
Deep track on the album. Because you have to know Star Trek a little bit, at least a little bit. And look, I don't know anything about Star Trek, but I know
that's
pretty
basic fucking Star Trek right there.
But the thing is, I did that in front of a crowd. You know, it was a lot of older people who I thought would definitely get it because that's
the reference,
and it just stared at me blankly.
Is there any way the kind of plan to pick me up joke after a non-laugh that's supposed to get a laugh? Is there anything that you can kind of like?
You admit that it was not funny.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
that's almost the go-to.
I think that's
or you blame someone else for writing it.
Yeah. You almost can kind of like debase yourself a little bit, like and find the humor in that. You know, I've seen some comedians do that.
I've done whole sets where the entire 15 minutes is just me making fun of myself.
Right. Yeah, which could be really fun too. Right. That's some of the great comedies like that too. But cool thing about comedy, it's all over the map. You can have that ranges the gambit between that like hick Southern fucking, you know, comedy, like those
Bill
idiot
Engvall,
like
Jeff
those guys.
Foxworthy.
Then it goes to like guys like Mitch Hedberg that are just like, I don't even know what their style of comedy is. It's just like saying hilarious shit. You know what I mean? They don't really tell stories. They just say funny jokes like one after another.
Love Mitch Hedberg.
Me too. He's great.
Him and the only person that I can think of that is remotely similar to him are two people. And that would be Dimitri Martin.
Yeah.
And before he kind of stopped doing as much stand-up, Zach Galifianakis.
Zach did do something. He did do kind of stuff similar to that.
I liked his stand-up.
Yeah, I did. I liked his stand-up too.
My favorite Zach joke is like an old one. It was when I was younger, I went to an all-gay high school, and I was straight, and it was torture. The kids would just yell at me, What are you gonna do? Where you going, Zach? You gonna get some pussy? Like it's just such a bizarre.
Yeah, his delivery is so like it's just so bizarre and so like strong and out there.
The guy can play piano too. The guy's amazing. So the whole time he's playing like classical piano while he's saying this totally messed up stuff.
Yeah, he's a. His you ever watch like his shit for Funny or Die Between Two Ferns?
Yes.
Where he interviews like celebrities
I love
and
some
shit.
of that shit.
Like that mock interview. It's hilarious, man.
Yeah.
Like those are really, really funny.
Some good stuff there.
Yeah.
The best ones are when you can tell that he's actually getting on people's nerves because
Yeah.
they don't understand what they have agreed to do.
Yeah, they don't understand how like far it's gonna go, maybe.
Right.
And those are really funny. So yeah, he's a great comedian. I listened to. What do you think about Dane Cook? Obviously, one of the more famous comedians in pop culture. A lot of people
and he
love
gets a
him.
lot of hate.
A lot of people hate him.
He gets a lot of hate.
But from an actual comedian, I'd like to ask what you think of the guy.
This is tough. All right, so Dane Cook. I'm gonna sound like such a fucking hipster, but Dane Cook. His older stuff was real good.
I actually feel the same way. You just sound like a douchebag when you say that.
Everyone sounds like a douchebag.
But sometimes it's the truth, you know? Like
I think a lot of his when you do comedy, you're taking what's happening in your life and that is what you're making fun of. That's your status in life.
Yeah.
You see Louis C.K. on stage and he's talking about his family.
Right.
That's coming from a real place.
Mm-hmm.
If Dane Cook is still talking about hard times when he's a multimillionaire,
it makes
it's not real
fake.
anymore.
Yeah, it becomes just
like 50 Cent
almost kind of patronizing. You know, you're like, come on, you know, we all know how successful you are. Don't dumb it down and pretend you're the common man anymore.
The guy can write. The guy has got some really good stuff.
Yeah, his delivery is really good. Like he can be really, really funny.
Yeah, you can,
like I think up until like his first album and then like Retaliation was really, really funny. And then like it kind of started going downhill to me. You know, his last few ones.
If you're a comedian and you're selling out, and I'm not saying this for everybody, you know, if you do comedy in front of 20 people, it's really hard. If you do comedy in front of 40 people, it's easy. If you do comedy in front of 50,000 people, it's a cakewalk.
Yeah.
And the reason why is because you have 50,000 people there. 2 people start laughing. What's the sociable
response? It becomes like a contagious thing to laugh.
You have to laugh. Everybody else is laughing.
Right.
So when you have 50,000 people laughing, you don't know if that's a real laugh or if that's an engagement of social norm.
Other people. That's true. Yeah, because people kind of feel compelled to fit in with the crowd. Like, and plus your famous name, so people almost feel like they should be laughing, and they just do, and then it becomes a contagious thing.
If you can get a bar to laugh at you while they're sitting at the bar drinking, not even paying attention to you, you're doing the right thing.
That's a feat. Right. I would say. Yeah, I would agree with that. So do you do a lot of coke and bang hookers like most comedians, or what's that like? Is that still going on?
I'm a married suburban house man wife.
Oh wow.
No.
You think that's gonna hold you back in your success? The not doing coke and hooker thing. I feel like that's a part of like.
Not being fucked
you can
up
always just
enough.
lie about it.
Yeah. Okay.
It's not like I'm not a lie detector on stage.
That's true. Yeah, just say it. That's great.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure that, you know, Bill Cosby is totally clean. I mean,
yeah.
Did you guys hear something I didn't hear? Or?
No, he's totally straight and narrow.
All right. No, I got nervous there. He's like an idol. I don't want anybody ruining that for me. You know?
No, I heard he's a great guy, honestly. Yeah. Just don't leave your drink alone when he's around.
No?
No.
So you put like a putty pop in it?
Yeah, he puts like gummy bears and shit.
Okay.
To make you happy. Oh, shit.
What's I got a question for you guys.
Oh,
okay. What is your favorite comedian?
My favorite comedian? Probably, like I mentioned before, probably Mitch Hedberg.
I'm right here, man. I'm right here. We had an opportunity. This is awkward now.
Yes.
I feel like I should leave.
I think for me, I would say mine would be Bill Burr or Jim Norton.
Bill Burr is really, Bill Burr, Jim Norton. They're
all
funny.
like right there for me. Those 3 guys.
And I like this guy. You know Hannibal Buress, black guy.
Yeah.
He's really fucking funny. He's got another really funny delivery.
I gotta check him out. I haven't heard any of his stuff.
He's really good.
I've never heard of him.
No.
No.
I mean, you've right.
Yeah.
Dave Chappelle, obviously, like early Dave Chappelle, like is classic.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love comedy because like when I'm in like a shitty mood or whatever, like I'll throw on some comedy album and it'll always make me feel better.
Have you ever listened to Tom Segura?
I don't think so.
That's a guy you guys really should check out.
Yeah?
Because if I had to pinpoint kind of how my comedy has followed a trend, it would be, not to throw myself on the mantle with these guys, but it would be like a Louis C.K., Tom Segura. If those two like had a baby together,
I see the Louis C.K. feel in what you do. I can definitely see the parallels between the two.
I have a hard time. I write made up stuff sometimes because it's fun, you know. But other times I want to write about real life. So trying to blend those two. If I'm doing a joke about doing cocaine and banging hookers, and then I'm doing a joke about me and my wife at home. Yeah. It doesn't mesh well on the same set.
Sure, I get that. Yeah, that's got to be, you got to walk that line between like what can be made up and how far you can go with it being made up.
And that brings up another interesting point. How far can you go? How far are you willing to go before you sacrificing relationships in your own life?
I did 15 minutes on pedophilia. That's pretty damn far.
Yeah, well, I think like if you have a cool wife who's down for what you're doing, just like Mr. Blue over here, he says some pretty risque things on the show, and
right.
His girlfriend is cool with it because she knows that he's doing it for entertainment.
But I can tell you that there's some things that I've said that she doesn't like. And it gets me thinking, like, well, when should I just shut my fucking mouth? Yeah. Because I don't want to have, I don't want to create tension between us.
Yeah. Well, you kind of have to walk that line. And if you know that there's going to be a show where you're going to use some material or say something that's going to be a little extra out there, that maybe have to have that sit down conversation, like, look, this is what I do, it's just for entertainment, don't take it too seriously.
Right. It's a persona. It sometimes it takes a life of its own. And as long as whoever you're with understands what you're doing, then it can be fine. At least that's what I keep telling myself.
So Carolyn's in the studio, by the way. Hello, yes. Carolyn. So when Mr. Blue says that he banged 3 hookers last night at a massage parlor, he's not serious.
Right. Yeah, if I said if he banged 3 hookers a year ago, that would be serious. So I mean,
when we say when you leave, we're having a few hookers over, we're not serious.
Right. But I still, because
this is like the best way to cover your tracks.
Right, so I'll still ask you about it.
Because don't you want a girlfriend that's going to ask you about that and make sure you're not doing anything.
I feel like if you had a girlfriend that was just like, oh, that's cool. That'd be weird.
My wife would want to know what her boobs look like.
Which one?
Like my wife. If I said I had a bunch of hookers, the first thing out of her mouth would be like, "Were her tits weird?" Like,
really?
Like,
your wife's like that?
That's what she cares about. Because she knows nothing's gonna happen with me. They're gonna come in and they're gonna be like, "You're broke. Your nose is." There's something wrong with that thing.
So she's not worried about it.
Yeah, no. If anything, she's worried that like they're gonna give me money and take pity on me. And,
just because they feel bad.
Buy yourself a new shirt, okay? You look awful.
Man. That's cool. So you're married? That's how long have you been married for?
That's a good question. It's gonna be 2 years in May.
You got kids?
No kids.
No kids?
Do you want to have kids? Do you want to have kids?
Eventually, yeah. Yeah, I'd love to have kids.
Wow.
Pass on the mantle. It's gonna be weird,
Yeah, you gotta further the bloodline.
Yeah.
I feel you on that.
Oh man, I'm terrified of having kids. I don't want to have kids. I don't think. I don't know. Do you? How about you, John? Do you want kids?
Do I want to have kids? I don't know. If I had a kid right now, he'd grow up hating my guts. So no.
Yeah. Do you think you probably couldn't handle that right now in your life, right?
Absolutely not.
Let's say like, all right, some girl shows up at your doorstep tomorrow.
Ugh, my worst fear right here.
And she says, well, here's your kid. I took a piece of hair from your garbage can.
Yeah, here's the DNA test.
And it matched up to you. It's your fucking kid. What are you going to do about it?
How old is this kid right at this moment?
Let's say he's 8 months.
8 months. So
It's a
he's
baby.
so he's a baby. Oh my god.
This is perfect.
I'd be
There's
like, what's
three
child
of us
services
here.
phone number? No.
There's 3 of us here. This is a perfect moment for a 3 men and a baby situation.
It is. It would
And I
be
am
perfect.
So calling Tom Selleck. That's who I am in this scenario. You guys can be the other 2 that nobody remembers.
Okay,
but
that's
I want
cool.
to be Tom Selleck.
In having a baby scenario, I don't. That's a huge fear. Where like a girl knocks on my door, or not even the girl, but like a kid knocks on my door. He's like 8 years old, and he's like, "Oh hey, you're my dad," and be like, "I don't think so."
He has jet black hair, looks really Italian.
Leather jacket.
He's got a huge bulge in his pants.
And they're like, "Sorry, kid, I don't know what you're talking about. Run along."
You'd be a good father, wouldn't you?
Maybe eventually.
You would shape up. If kid came to your door, you would take him right in, give him a noogie.
Go to baseball games.
Right?
Yeah.
You would know it's yours. The kid would open his mouth and his teeth would be all rake.
Yeah.
Just
No. Yeah, that's something I hope never happens. At least for not a very long time.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
The whole idea scares me.
Do you think I'd be a good dad?
Do I think you would be?
Yeah. I'm just curious what you'd think from an outside perspective. Do you think I could handle something like that?
Yeah, you could
Yeah,
teach
we've been
him.
friends long enough.
You could teach him all the local massage parlors that give
That's
little,
right. Give the best deals.
little handy J's, and you could.
I feel like they know you on a middle name basis. That's how well they know you.
Yeah,
Based on how many
Yeah,
times
exactly.
you say you go there, they're like, "Oh, it's such and such Charlie Dave,
Yeah,
Bib
hey
Bob."
there.
And that's happened to me.
Yeah,
Oh,
right. They know
hey,
you
you're
so,
back.
Yeah, they know you so well.
Yeah, it's like, oh, shit.
Oh God, I go here way
What
too
fucking
often.
problem.
I'm such a fucking asshole.
You do. You feel like
but
such a piece
You
of
feel
shit.
like a dick, right?
Oh,
Do you get weirder and weirder every time you go? Like you start asking for like different people, like people that just work the counter. Like, can she just?
Yeah, it's like,
can
how
she-
about her?
Like,
Yeah.
how about the guy like fixing the plumbing right now? Can he come over?
Can you
and-
come over and give me a little?
Yeah.
Just looking for a change right now.
Yeah, I'm looking for something different. Anybody, I'll take anybody. I'll take the grandma who does the books, please, somebody.
Would it feel good to have a thick man's hands, you think? Plumber's hands up around your dick?
I think we've stumbled into some really.
Would it feel
nasty
good to have a
territory.
thick?
Yeah,
Plumber's hand on my
like
dick?
a pipe fitter, a plumber, just a guy who's just fucking working his hands really long. Just
It's calloused, man.
that's
would
that's
definitely
true.
That would
You know what? I
definitely be
didn't
calloused.
think about that. However, if his hands are greased from his job,
Whoa.
it might slide right over the callus.
Yeah. Yeah, now you're bringing up some odd prison flashbacks.
I'm getting moist right now. I'm gonna slide right off this chair.
Yeah, I'm not sure what I would do, what I would like about that.
All right.
Probably nothing.
Could you ever picture how about a really good-looking tranny?
Oh well, we've had this debate.
We did. I know we did this.
What-
It's,
what, like
it's
a
old,
like a
bit
Bailey
old hat,
J?
but it was one of our first episodes, and it sounded like shit because we didn't have good microphones or anything.
Yep, I'll bring that
But
up
like
again.
a Bailey J, we'll talk about this again for the sake of conversation.
Okay.
Yeah, how about a Bailey J?
Bailey J, I would let her jerk me off. 'Cause she looks like a chick, but I would just tell her to
She's
keep
beautiful.
keep
She's
her
gorgeous.
keep her dick away from me. I
Yeah.
wouldn't go anywhere
See,
near
you
the
know,
thing.
For some reason, with her, it doesn't bother me. Like I gotta admit, I jerked off to a porn of her.
You jerked off. Yeah, so,
I did.
I mean, it is kind of a turn
It's
on in
really
a way.
weird. I know.
But
I only
you've
did-
openly admitted you'd give her a tug.
I would.
You jerk off
'Cause
Bailey J.
she's a woman with a dick.
Yeah, she's a hot chick, but she has a cock.
We're gonna hang out a lot more after this.
Have you ever
Yeah.
seen pictures of this? Of
No,
this
I
woman?
haven't. No.
Oh, we're gonna have to bring up some pics
Yeah,
of Bailey
because
J.
dude, I mean, she's gorgeous. She's feminine.
You keep
She's
saying she.
yeah. 'cause
keep
she's-
saying
it's a
she.
woman.
Oh.
She exudes feminine energy.
I don't know
She's
what they
just-
call it. It's like it's a very bizarre experience to look at. Like
If you look at it, you don't feel like, oh, that's a man
She's
dressed as a
got-
woman, or like
yeah,
or trying to
it's a
be a woman.
pretty face, like little body, nice tits, but then the camera pans down, and you're just like, what
Like she's
the
gorgeous. Like,
fuck?
I would like to kiss her.
Ugh, but then her dick. What are you gonna do about the big elephant in the room?
I don't care.
Or little elephant.
Or the
we
really
like rub our
small
hard
elephant.
cocks on each other.
Ew.
I don't think I'd have a problem with that. I think
You don't think that would bother you?
Nah, not at all.
So this is a woman that ejaculates through her penis.
Exactly.
Yeah, she's a
It's
woman. with
Do you see anything wrong with that sentence?
Yeah, this
It's
is
a woman with male genitalia. She just got gypped. It's a fucked up thing.
That's like calling Chaz Bono a man. That's
Yeah,
not,
it's
not
like- it-
well, she ain't no Chaz Bono. This girl's
yeah,
hot.
she ain't no Chaz Bono. She is hot. I'm not gonna lie, but the whole having a dick thing would just be. I don't know if I can deal with it. I really don't.
Oh, you're a fag.
Didn't you say you wanted to have kids?
Yeah, right. I can have kids with her.
We might have to break the news to him that babies don't come from
They'll come out
Yeah,
the
they
colon.
don't come from assholes.
Come out the ass chute. The
Yes.
ass pouch.
That's how lawyers are made.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, yeah. Lawyers may come out of assholes, but babies certainly do not.
Prolapse rectum comes out and it's got to get surgically put back in afterwards.
Oh, who are you kidding? You'd let her fuck you, I bet.
You should write erotic fan fiction.
Yeah, I should.
You'd be really good at that.
You totally let Bailey J just.
We
bend
can
you
work
over.
up to that in our
You'd
relationship.
work up to that?
In our relationship. If we dated a long time,
Ugh.
like it would take a long time for me. I have to fall in love with her
How long would it take
for me to blow her. I'd have to fall in love with her.
for you to blow
I
her?
wouldn't blow her on the first date or hook it up. That wouldn't happen.
He's so lying.
Ugh.
Slut.
Yeah,
Look at that little
yeah.
mouth.
As soon as you met her, you would just drop to your knees and take her weird fucking
She
girl
wanted
guy
me to
cock.
jerk it a little bit. I can. Come on, that's
Is this
innocent
thing
stuff.
like a penis,
It's
or
a
is it like
penis.
a?
It's like a.
But is it tiny?
Yeah,
is
it's
it
a
like an
penis.
oversized clip penis, or is
No,
it
no,
like
no.
a,
It's not a
Nah,
big
it's a
penis,
big.
but it's a penis.
it's a
like
dick almost as big as mine or bigger. Probably bigger than my dick.
yeah, it's a real
Isn't
dick.
that like a? Wouldn't you feel like inferior with like a woman has a bigger dick than you do in the relationship?
I never
just
thought
feel like-
about that. Yeah,
It is kind of fucked
That
up.
might
'cause
be a
like,
little
this woman
masculating.
who got blessed with a bigger cock than me. That's fucked up. But I'd still be attracted to
She's
her.
got bigger tits, a better looking face, and a bigger penis than you. What are you
Yeah.
getting out of this
yeah.
relationship?
Why is
I
anybody?
don't
Yeah,
know.
why wouldn't anybody date you over her?
I'd be getting love.
See, it's all about love, huh?
It's all about love in the end, right?
I don't know. I
I
feel
don't
like
know. You don't blow on the first date, so I don't know how far you're gonna get with her.
yeah.
It just shows, that we're serious. When we work up to that, and that time comes, you'll know that's really special. That I chose to do that.
I could see you lighting candles in your head.
Yeah,
Like you're
It's
just
like,
getting ready,
she comes
man.
home, honey. Tonight's the night.
Tonight's the night? No, fuck that tonight's the night shit. Surprise.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god, he's going. Wait, is he going down my chest? Oh my god, I think he's gonna suck my dick. I think he's gonna do it tonight.
And then
And
would you
I-
swallow?
then I
and
take
just
it-
bust
rake
all
the
in your
shit
mouth?
out of her
And
dick.
then I take the tip in a little bit. It's like, oh my god, he's sucking my dick tonight.
And then she just
Oh my
blows a
god,
load in your mouth.
it's been almost a year, and he's doing it.
Finally doing it.
Year?
It's great.
A year? You're gonna spend a year of
You
your life
spent
with
a
this.
year of your life with this chick, and now you're finally taking her dick in your mouth.
It's
You're
incredible.
gonna adopt kids from like Africa. It's-
Oh man.
Mommy and daddy love you very much.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I'm glad that you're so open that you can you have no problem taking a dick in your
Come on,
mouth.
YOLO. What the kids say, YOLO. You live once. Why can't I just be honest, with my friends? Right?
You can be. That's all good.
Come on.
There's nothing wrong.
These are
with
things that people are all fucking think and are just afraid to talk because they be, I'm too feminine. I'm not manly enough. Fuck that shit.
Can I see how far this will go? I really want to know.
Sure.
If there was a dog with a really pretty face,
Yeah. Would you fuck it?
No,
she
God
had like
damn it.
really nice boobs though, would you go for it?
God damn it! I draw the line at PCL. God damn it.
Yeah, but you don't understand. She's got like really nice boobs.
Oh
We
man.
have a connection.
We are sick. This is a sick
Yeah,
show.
no, this got turned around.
I think I just have a sick co-host that I need to replace.
So
Like,
yeah.
we need to
immediately.
sever this
I
relationship.
think this show needs to be.
I'm surprised that
definitely-
guy's not like chained to that chair right now.
Yeah, I'm surprised I'm not in
Should
jail or
be.
something.
Yeah, you
Right.
might be soon. I've already been, but you might.
Have
be
you
off.
ever fallen asleep around him?
Yeah, but
you
then
might wanna
I
get
couldn't
tested.
walk for fucking 4 weeks afterwards. Slipped it in when I was unconscious.
You know his nickname for you is Bailey, right?
Yeah, I know. They used to call me that.
See, I thought I
after
dosed you
late nights
correctly.
drinking.
I thought I dosed you correctly.
You didn't give me enough GHB. I woke up
Yeah.
midway through.
Shit, I thought-
GHB.
how much
Oh
do you
my
weigh?
God.
165.
Oh, fuck, I fucked it up.
Isn't GHB the bathtub drug? Don't they make that shit in bathtubs?
I don't know how they make it, but it's great for date raping. Not that I know that
Wow.
from any personal experience.
Oh, really?
I'm glad I
look
brought my
have
own
to-
water.
Do I look like I have to date rape anybody? Please. I have
No,
friends.
you're
that-
right.
I
I
have
couldn't
friends
believe
that
you'd have
use
to
it.
actually do that.
No, I do not. But I do know people who, I mean, you can take it recreationally. If you only take a couple drops, it's like.
But unless you're the Cos,
feels good.
Because the Cos didn't have to date rape anybody. He's too famous. He has
Who?
too much money.
Unless
The
you're who?
Cos.
Oh.
But he got off on it. Something about it. He got off on it.
Yeah, I think actually because there's been a lot of good-looking guys.
But the Cos isn't good looking.
The Cos is not a good-looking guy.
No,
Yeah,
but he's
but
rich,
he's famous
so
that anyone
it doesn't
would
matter.
fucking know.
But I'm talking about there's been rich, good-looking guys who would normally never, you would think, never would have to date rape anybody, who do it just literally for the thrill of it.
It's some kind of fucking fetish.
They
thing.
get off on it, and I'm not gonna lie, I have fucked a girl before and be like, pretend you're unconscious, just because it's like
You're fucking me. Really?
no, yeah, I've done that. I did it with my ex.
Oh, you did? Oh.
Because it was kind of like a turn on.
See, now I'm the fucking weird one.
I didn't say I wasn't weird.
Yeah, okay.
I've never claimed to not be weird, and it was awesome. She was laying there all limp, and I was
She's
fucking
just laying
her.
like a doll?
Yeah.
Like a sex doll?
Like she was unconscious, like just done.
Do people know you killed
Limp.
somebody? Do they know that?
Some people do,
Okay. All right.
but none of those people are still living.
All right.
Tell me where they're buried.
We're all
Where
friends.
are the bodies? Oh man, this show has been.
This has been fun.
This has been so fun. So, what you got? Any other new shows coming up? Where do you perform? Like locally? We're in New York, obviously. For anybody listening, I know you guys listen from all over the place, but
I mean, I go to a few places semi-regularly. I do Sepsi Studios in Saugerties, New York. I do that. They have a show once a month, but I think in May they're doing 2 shows that month. I do that all the time. That's kind of like my go-to place to try some new stuff. Because the thing is, the crowd there is semi-regular. They go every month. So
Yeah.
it's like you can't go up with the same
Yeah.
material because
Sure.
you'll get totally, people will not laugh the 9th time you do the same joke.
yeah.
Right.
So every month, it's a challenge to do that place every month because you have to have new material.
So have you tried taking it to the next step? I mean, which would be what in comedy? Getting a manager, trying to get more high-profile gigs. I mean, what is it? What would you have to do?
It would be getting an agent,
Yeah,
and it would be making more trips down to the city,
sure.
and it would be convincing people to have comedy nights in their bars, clubs up here,
Yeah.
because it's dead around here. I actually thought about opening a comedy club in Kingston. I was looking at a space just because we don't have anything like that.
What about moving down to the city? I mean, if you're into comedy, I feel like that's like the Mecca, Laugh Factory. There's so many great comedy clubs down there.
Yeah,
I feel like that would be the place to be if you really want to.
I'm close enough to hop on a train. I don't want to live in the city, especially
I'm
right
with you
now.
there.
I mean, I bought a house, so
Right, so you're kind of.
I'm like tied to that thing right now.
Yeah, but like you said, it's not that far away. So if you start making some connections down there and
yeah.
whatnot,
Well,
then
I know
it
this
could-
summer I'm going to be going down there
Yeah,
pretty frequently, just to try a few places out.
yeah, that'd be cool. Yeah,
See what's going on.
If you want to, I know we were talking about before about like a tough venue or a tough place to turn a crowd. Imagine performing at a strip club and getting people's attention away from the girls.
They've done that.
They do comedy at strip
that's
clubs?
happened. Yeah.
Really?
Ari Shafir used to do that. I believe Ari Shafir did that.
Yeah, I feel like that'd be a tough place to try
That
and get
would
people's.
be-
like-
I'm just thinking like it's like places where people like hang out for the night.
Yeah,
I don't think they've done it with girls on the thing. They've
at
done
the
it.
same time. Yeah,
No,
maybe at the same establishment, but there's so many just straight up comedy clubs that specialize in that so many people go to night in night out.
That's the thing. Not anymore. A lot of those clubs are just out of business.
Yeah.
And it's a shame because a lot of people want to go do that.
And
You go
some
to
of
these
the-
places that have a comedy night,
Right,
and there's like 150 people that show up.
right,
And it's, why wouldn't somebody want this to be a business?
right. I mean, and some of the other bigger ones, what they only take famous
Only famous.
comedians. It's
You
tough
have to
break
you have
in.
to perform for them in an audition, and you have to send them in an audition tape before you can go and audition for them. You know,
Wow.
Louis C.K., the Comedy Store in L.A., he never auditioned
Right.
to go there, and he booked a show there, and the person that owns it made him audition for them, even after he was really famous.
Wow. So
Jesus.
it's
And then
it's
she
so-
kicked him off the stage and
it's-
said she didn't want him there.
It sounds even more difficult than music, because I've played some gigs in the city and at some like smaller venues and stuff, but I know, so I get what it's like to try and find gigs and have a hard time, when certain places only book really famous people. They want to know that you can bring a big crowd with you and whatnot, so I know how difficult it can be, but I would figure in comedy it's even more difficult than being a band or a solo artist trying to get gigs.
Right. I mean, for me, I want to try to hone in on like maybe 45 minutes to an hour of decent material, and then try to do my own show.
Right.
And just to have a show up here, because there's nothing like that happening. How many stand-up comedy show flyers do you see?
Yeah, no, I agree.
Really nice.
Yeah. And that would be great. It'd be a really fun thing to do, and I think a lot of people would be into it if there was only a place that existed that did it and did it well.
Right.
Yeah.
Sepsi's a great place, though. That's an amazing place.
Yeah,
to go.
I'm gonna have to check that out.
It's a little small, but it's a nice spot. And you actually really get some pretty decent people in there who I thought were really funny and entertaining.
We've had a lot of shows where there's people just standing at the door because there's no more seating. The place is so packed,
fills up,
and they stand the whole time, and it's a really good place to go out.
Yeah. All right. Well, what are you guys doing for the rest of the night? What are you doing?
Really, I got no plans.
Go out and get some drinks or something?
Yeah, I'll get a drink.
It's only
What are you doing?
It's only 10 o'clock. Nothing, I don't think.
I'm a big fan of what's that called? Sleep. I like sleep.
You like sleeping?
Yeah.
Yeah. What time do you go to bed normally every night?
I guess I shouldn't bust out that math I had.
9:30.
9:30.
Yeah.
Jesus.
I'm kind of like an old man. I get up for work really early, so.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, it's Friday night, so it's got to be something going on.
Yeah, Netflix has Daredevil.
You know what?
Came out today.
I watched the pilot.
Did
already?
You?
Yeah.
I watched 9 episodes this morning because I took off of work for it.
Is it good? Did it get
pretty good?
It got good. Nice. Yeah. Because
And
I thought the pilot was cool, but I really want to check out the rest of them.
I'm like a huge Marvel nerd, and I'm just really happy, and I hope you guys are happy that it came out because I gave up watching the rest of the series to come out.
Oh wow! Well, I'm very flattered.
Yeah.
Yep. I take that as a compliment. That's cool. No, I love Marvel too. All comic book shit I'm into. Superheroes, all that shit.
It's great. I used to read a lot. Like one of my favorite comic books I had as a kid was it was like a Batman vs Predator one.
Yeah, like when they do the cross.
And it was fucking awesome. Or another one was Batman vs Bane. It was a 3-part series. I got it for Easter one year with my parents.
Yeah.
Signed by the artist. It was phenomenal.
Yeah, I was never really into comic books.
I remember Bane broke Batman
broke his back.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah, I like the movies and shit. And I like all that stuff. There's a couple good ones coming out.
Oh yeah, I actually got a call today at work about a guy going to Comic-Con in the Meadowlands tomorrow. I don't know if you guys, you might be interested in that.
Where is it?
Yeah?
Yeah, it's tomorrow. He's like, oh, you should come out. And I was like, maybe.
You could just go out to that thing?
The New York one?
You had to have tickets and everything.
I don't know.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure you have to have tickets.
I want to go.
I would definitely go to Comic-Con.
Yeah, it looks fun anyway. Even if you're not like a nerd or into that shit, it just looks fun.
It's definitely fun. Yeah.
I know Marvel's not doing any kind of Comic-Con stuff this year, which is weird because they've done it like every year since Iron Man came out. But
I would go just to bang like a hot Trekkie.
Yeah.
Or like one of those hot
garb.
chicks and and some cool costumes.
Get like a Leonard Nimoy to pretend he's dead on the bed for you.
Yeah.
Try to get that going.
Yeah. That's what I'm talking about. That's exactly what I'm talking about.
Yeah, we should plan that. A little outing together. It'd be fun.
Yeah, that would be cool.
I feel like we're setting up a class trip.
Yeah. It's kind of gay, honestly.
Nothing gay about that, right? We're straight men.
Well, who are you to say what's gay? You just admitted you would jerk off a fucking tranny.
That's the straightest thing I think I've ever said because that's honesty. That's coming from the heart.
That's full on honesty. I respect him for
Honesty is great, but it doesn't mean it's not gay.
Gay schmay.
Gay schmay.
Yeah, so let's go get a drink. Let's go to Bull and Barrel, watch fucking assholes on a mechanical bull fall off.
God, that place blows.
Yeah, I know, but what else can we do, right?
Yeah,
we don't get many options around here in a small little town.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess we will wrap things up. I would like
How long have we been going?
about 50 minutes.
Oh, yeah?
So,
Oh, yeah, flew by.
yeah.
All right, well, yeah, but that
I've
was
had
fun.
to pee this whole time.
Yeah,
Did you?
well,
Yeah.
go for it, my man.
I-
And,
Like right here.
yeah, right where we're
put it
standing.
In
Oh,
my
okay.
mouth. Let me get on the
It's
floor first.
Pissing Mr. Blue's mouth.
Can you guys get a statue made up of me to match the one you guys have behind you?
Yeah, we'll get something commissioned.
Thanks, man.
Yeah, I love that.
I need a happy medium between both of your penis sizes
Like,
so that I feel like I fit in.
All right, we can work something.
All
We
right.
can work that out.
All right.
So yeah, we would like to thank you for coming on.
Yes. Thanks,
My
Andy,
pleasure.
for showing Andy McDermott.
Yep.
Andy McDermott.
You can
I'm
find him
on
in Kingston,
the
New York.
Facebooks.
Yeah,
Yeah.
check out. Yeah, we'll put up links to his Facebook so you can check out his stuff.
Yeah, and we'll
What's
what do
that
they
other
call it?
thing?
The twit. We'll tweet that out too.
Yeah.
I'm on the Twitter too.
Okay.
You're
The
on
Tintwatas. I'm
Let's
on
let
that.
us start following each other.
Twatter.
All right, so we'll tweet that shit out. Andy McDermott on Facebook. You're in Kingston, New York. You play a lot. Subsea Studios.
Subsea Studios in Saugerties. Yeah.
In Saugerties, New York. All right.
Yeah.
Cool.
So definitely check that out, guys. And I think.
And please subscribe to our show if you haven't.
Yeah, go on
And
iTunes
if you
and subscribe.
if you don't mind, please, if you could write a review, a positive one, also, I'd appreciate it.
negative,
I know it's a
whatever.
pain in the ass to do that, even something that simple, but I would really appreciate it. Thank you. I know I
Yeah.
say every week, but
I'm gonna do you guys a favor. I'll take my negative review down. How's that?
Yeah.
hey, that works.
Yeah, that's all.
I'll
good.
accept that.
So stay tuned within the next couple weeks. Maybe next week. Maybe the week after. Seth Harwood is going to come on.
Oh my God!
Talk about
published author.
talk about his books, and we got a couple more things brewing.
Yeah,
that,
so
You'll have to wait and see.
exciting stuff. A lot of fun. All right, until next week. Same bat time, same bat channel.
Later.
Good night.